we are live and live again. Let's see here. There we go. Here. Absolutely. Here we go. There we go. Details. And bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Let this rock here for a second. Okay. Well, what is going on, guys? You have reached Zach Baby TV, and welcome everyone back to the Dark Forest. It is 5 o'clock here, and 5 o'clock everywhere. If you're hopping on board with the live stream, that is. If not, hopefully I make your day a little more entertaining if you're still at work. If you're off work, maybe you're just hanging out at the house, who knows? But welcome to Thirsty Thursday live stream. I remembered this week, guys. I know for the past couple of weeks, I've forgotten to do the live streams on Thursdays. One time I was grocery shopping and forgot to do it when I got home. And the other time I just completely forgot, like, period. So I ended up just doing it on Saturdays because I'd reluctantly figured out, like, hey, you forgot to go live this week. So, yeah. This week we are on schedule. It is Thursday. It is 5 p.m. over here, Eastern Standard Time. So, just hopping on board to see what's going on, to see who is available, what you guys want to talk about, something spooky, movies related, food related, whatever you want to talk about, we're here. Yeah, so been watching a lot of different tutorials on video games lately because I'm a really picky person when it comes to streaming video games. Because more than likely, my style of games is not horror-based for the most part. I'm really a Skyrim person. I like that open world setting with different creatures and magic and health potion, and I like the fact that you could have the option of switching between first-person view and third-person view, which is something I really like a lot. And it seems like a lot of the cool games that I come across don't have a first-person view option, and unfortunately, that is what I really prefer when it comes to gaming. I, played a lot of third-person, obviously, because most games were back in the day. But at this moment, I like first-person view. It gives you a first close-up and personal feel like you are that character. To feel like that character, it just feels like you're there. It just has more of a realistic feel to it. So that's my 2 cents on gaming. I have some games that I have on hold on a wish list on Steam. Back 4 Blood is probably my number 1 that I'm waiting for, which doesn't come out until October 12th. I'm hoping they make that game fairly long because I know the Left 4 Dead games, they were very short. And there wasn't much of a story plot behind those two, but boy, were they were really addicting games. They were really fun. They're even more fun when you're playing live with some other people, when there's other people in your chat room that are part of your squad. That's when it's really entertaining. So I'm looking forward to that game. The graphics look great. I've watched a lot of demos on it from other people playing the demo game and stuff. It's really cool. Then there was another one, Blair Witch. I've been watching a couple different YouTube videos on it. Blair Witch looks really cool too. It has that first-person view. It's definitely a psychological thriller horror game. I mean, you don't even have a weapon in this game. It's just psychological, and there's puzzles with the video camera. It's really neat. I really enjoy watching the videos on it. That might be a possibility of something I may pick up in the near future. The Back 4 Blood game doesn't come out until, what is it? October 12th. October 12th is when Back 4 Blood comes out. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, what's up with you guys? How you guys doing? What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Love Panda says, guess who's back? Back again. Love Panda's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Sorry. All right there, M&M Panda. What's up? Welcome. It's been a while. How you been? Been busy cooking in the kitchen, I'm guessing. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. So, yeah, what else is on there? There was another one here. Let me look at my Steam here. I have a wish list, I think, of like 4 different games that I have here. Where is it? Okay, I gotta go to my store and then go to my wish. I have 6 games on here, actually. Phasmophobia is a very interesting game. It looks really cool. It's a first-person view game. But unless you have a lot of people that are going to play with you, playing it by yourself probably is not the best route. So, especially when you can't really talk to nobody. So, that might not be something I may not get. There's another game called Once Upon a Time in Roswell. Everybody knows Roswell, New Mexico. That's where all the alien stuff is. But this one doesn't look like it's an alien game. It looks like a horror game. It's a walking simulator, first-person detective horror game. Social Games. Hey, glad to be here, Zach. Hey, what's up, Social Games? How you doing? And like I said, Back for Blood comes out October 12th. Absolutely looking forward to that. I really wish that Back for Blood, Left 4 Dead, I really wish you didn't have a time limit in those safe houses. I wish you could customize your weapons. You could hang out there. There'd be beds there, TVs, couches. Like, I wish you could customize it with money. Like you could do in Skyrim. You could do upgrades to your houses and stuff. Like, I wish you could do that with the safe houses. And I wish there was more of like an open world feel to it for the Back 4 Blood, but still have the missions and stuff. I don't know. It just seems like point A to point B, make it or you don't. I mean, it's fairly simple, but I do like it. The graphics are really great. Lurking in the Dark came out in 2019. That looks pretty cool too. I was looking at that. And then there's a game that's coming soon, but there is no date on it yet, called Dying 1983. That looks spooky. It looks like you're in a old prison or something. Like, it looks really spooky. And another first-person video game that I was pretty interested in, fanboy status, is Terminator Resistance. I've always loved Terminator, the movies. Preferably the first 2. The second one, Judgment Day, being my very favorite film by the of all the Terminator series games. Let's see here. Doing good. Yep, made chicken fried steak, homemade cream-style corn, and mashed potatoes and country sausage gravy. Wow. Wow, that sounds fantastic, especially with the mashed potatoes and country sausage gravy. And fruity pebble cake for dessert. Man, that's about 3,000 calories of goodness right there. So, yeah, Terminator Resistance. It's a first-person view. It's weird because usually those Terminator games and stuff are like really like more of co-op, you know, playing online with people. But this one is actually a story game, and it's a single player. But I really like the way it's. I really like the way it looks. I like the gameplay. I watched a guy play a couple hours of it, and I was like, I like this. Like, I could see myself playing this game. It's really cool. Social Blade says, have you ever played Call of or Outlast? Sorry, I can't pronounce that typo there. I tried. Outlast. I have not played Outlast. I watched some videos on it, and it looks hard. That's one thing about me, is if it looks like it's too difficult, I'm not going to play it. Even if it looks amazing. Like, for instance, Resident Evil. If you guys don't obviously know by now, Resident Evil is very influential for me. Like, I love Resident Evil. I love all the movies. The first two, of course, were the best. But I'd play it once in a while, you know, on PlayStation back in the day, but I would always die because I couldn't find ammo. I'd try to be thorough and try to look for things and try to find ammo and clues, and you know, it's just one of those games where it's just like, it's not easy, you know, and you know, not being able to find ammunition is a problem. So I didn't play those games as much. Outlast is exactly what I imagined prison to be, just naked psychos running loose. There you go. Yeah. Outlast looked pretty neat, but it just didn't really grab me. It didn't grab me like some other games do. It's really hard. Blair Witch was really cool. I watched a lot of gameplay on Blair Witch. I really like it. Terminator Resistance will be the non-horror based game that I probably will pick up and stream every now and then. Back for Blood is something I'm really looking forward to because I like shooting games. I just like it. But I also like that detective type of thing too, where you're searching for clues, papers, keys. I like that too. And Once Upon a Time in Roswell kind of fits that. So, because we already beat that other game that I played, The Park. That was fairly simple, but I did like it. Like, it was enjoyable. But what about you guys? How you guys doing? It is Thirsty Thursday. It is 5 o'clock here, and it's Obeer Hundreds somewhere else. Did you guys have a chance to check out last night's video that premiered? Actually, it didn't premiere, it just posted. Creepiest cryptid stories in the month of July. So I basically took every cryptid story that I did for the whole month and slapped it in one video for you guys. It ended up being just about 2 hours long. That's a lot of cool content for you guys to sleep to, road trip to, do what you want to do to, you know what I mean? Yeah, Vern, you know what I mean, Vern? So, expect big compilation videos like that at the end of every month from here on out. I really like that idea of throwing together all the best stories, preferably cryptids, of course, into one big compilation for you guys to rock out. Longer the better, giggity. So, yes, I can't really do 1-2 hour videos every time I upload. I just don't have that much material. I don't have that many emails coming into me, and I'm not finding enough worthy enough stories on my sources online to be able to do that kind of video every time I do this. So that's why I try to stick to around 20 minutes, 30 minutes for my videos. And then at the end of the month, I'm slapping them together in one big kabang for you. So, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly, Love Panda. That's why I stopped playing Resident Evil. I was like, you know what? I'll just be a fan and watch the movies. Because it was just too stinking hard. It really was. It was too difficult. You know, if they had unlimited ammo, then that'd be another thing. But unfortunately, they didn't offer that. And then the monsters started getting kind of weird and stuff. And then, you know what I mean? It's like, as it went on, it just got more weird and weird. I like it simple. Just keep it zombies. When they start mutating and having all these giant monsters, I just kind of lost interest in it. And I was like, that's not even the same Resident Evil I remember anymore. So, kind of what happened to The Walking Dead. They just kind of went far off to the left and just totally killed off the original cast members. And now it's stupid. Rest in peace, Glenn. But what's up, guys? What's going on? Also, good news. We finally hit 15,000 subscribers today. As of early this morning, sometime, I'm not sure. But we have now over 15,000 subscribers. Woohoo! So that is on a positive note. On to 20,000 we go. So, I'm pretty jazzed. We finally hit the 15,000 mark. Should be 50, but who's counting? But hey, you know, it's going up, and that's all that matters. As long as you could get it up, that's all that counts. Oh yeah. So, I appreciate you guys for continuing to watch my videos and share my content with your friends and on your social media account, and just keep it rocking. You know, eventually will be throwing in more live streams with these video games, but I'm just such a picky person with this because, like I said earlier, I'm more of a Skyrim type of person and Black Ops kind of player. And those are not horror based, and I'm trying to keep this channel more horror based. But I might venture off and do stuff that's non horror, but still really cool games. Like Terminator Resistance. It's a really cool game. And let's just be honest. Who doesn't like the Terminator franchise? Oh, giggity. You're funny. Terminator, I love that franchise. I mean, Terminator's great movies. Aliens 2, that was another movie. Aliens Isolation, I believe, was the name of the video game. Came out about a year or two ago. 2019, actually, I believe. That was pretty cool, too. I was considering that as well, but I didn't put it on my wish list. So, we shall see. There's plenty to choose from. I'm being really hard on myself as far as what to purchase to actually get involved with live streams. But definitely Back 4 Blood, absolutely. It's going down in October. But I have to wait until October. It's not out yet. So, whatever. I guess I'll have to wait. So yeah, we hit 15,000 subscribers today, guys. The official number is 15,006. So we've gained 6 subscribers since this morning. So that's not a lot, but it's going up. So, by the way things are going, we'll probably hit 20,000 by December, right before Christmas. Hopefully sooner, that would be excellent, but I'm grateful nonetheless. Yes, absolutely. Skyrim, side quest. Like, I've already pretty much finished all the quests. I've been doing a lot of side quests, and now it's to the point now where my guy's just so powerful, like, it's not even fun anymore. Like, there's no challenge anymore to it. Like, I just go in any cave, any cavern. I go anywhere I want, when I want, kill whoever I want to kill, loot, take my stuff, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of to the point now where it's like I'm kind of sick of playing it because I've already done everything. Like, nothing's really a challenge anymore. There's some little side quests, but they're so simple now. What about Vampire Masquerade? It's coming out soon. I have not heard of Vampire Masquerade. Is that a horror game, or is that a movie, or what's that? Enlighten me. I haven't heard about that one. I don't think I've ever played a real good vampire game before, actually. But, yeah, vampires are cool. I actually did a cool little vampire story that's coming out. I don't remember the date, but it's basically a vampire hotel. Did that story. Came out pretty cool. The ending was pretty self-explanatory. Let's see. It was a game, then TV series. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Okay. Is it a new game, or is it a fairly old game? Because I don't want to play anything that's super outdated. Also, guys, I'm only going to be doing a live stream here for about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes max, because I have plans tonight. So, make use with me while you can. How's that jacket holding up for you, Love Panda? Hopefully the quality of it's good. It looked really nice. I know I've purchased a shirt before for somebody else, and the quality was really good, but I haven't bought a sweater for myself yet. nor the beer glass, the pint, whatever. That looks really cool. Just created that a couple weeks ago, like I mentioned before in a different live stream. And then I created some leggings too, so got some new stuff going. And I got a new t-shirt, a Shots one, about liquor and stuff. I think Love Panda would like the shirt. Let's see here. It was a tabletop game like Dungeons and Dragons, but with different factions of vampires. Oh, okay. I remember a board game that came with a VHS called Nightmare. I think it was an 80s or a 90s game called Nightmare. And you play the VHS as you play the board game. I guess the VHS tells you what to do and stuff like that. I remember my parents had that, and I thought it was super cool, but I've never even played it, but I just thought it was really neat looking. Karma 12, what's going on? Welcome, how you doing? Yeah, Nightmare was a pretty cool looking game. I never played it myself. I mean, it's you probably couldn't even get it nowadays. I mean, VHSs are kind of gone. It's amazing. Wear it all night for bed. If I wear it during the day, I'll fry. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's hot, guys. Summer is here. It is 94 degrees here in Tennessee. I was talking to somebody in Texas about an hour ago, and he says it's 107. And I'm like, ooh, and you guys have humidity out there too, so jeez, I know it's bad up in Texas right now. My goodness. Y'all could have all that. Woo! Out of the box media, what's going on? How you doing, Mr. Kansas? What's the weather like out there? Yeah, it's definitely a hot one, guys. 94 degrees out here in Tennessee. The nights are fairly warm for the most part. I got the AC rocking, though, so it's really no thing. No thing like a chicken wing. Absolutely could not do this without air conditioning. Absolutely not. Absolute must. It's 107 here in Texas. Feels like 109. Holy moly. That's crazy. I thought you were in Georgia. Did you move? I thought you were in Georgia originally. I try to memorize everybody. For the most part, it's easier for me for people that come all the time, like Love Panda. You know, prior to like the past couple of weeks, you know, you were on here like every time for the live streams. But I swore you were in Georgia. But, yeah, Texas, 107. Whew, yeah, you can keep all that. Yeah, I would not be barbecuing in the backyard in that heat. Absolutely not. Not unless I had some shade and some frickin' fan blowing on me with ice in the background. Blowing it on me like at an amusement park and waiting in line for a ride or something. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, 94 is quite enough for me. Yeah. That's plenty. And maybe it also depends on what part of Texas people are into, so. Nope, in Texas in September, moving northeast. Oh, so you're moving in September. Okay, where are you moving to and why? Work purposes, work and jobs, same damn thing. You got family out there, new fresh start, northeast, huh? Get ready for that snow. Yeah, we checked out Texas in December of 2020? 19? Shoot, I forgot. Oh, crap, that's bad. 2018, maybe? It was before COVID. Yeah, it was before COVID. Yeah, it had to been 2018 in December or something. I don't know. But, yeah, we thought Texas was all right, but it wasn't really, you know, it wasn't screaming home for us. checked out a few different states, but where are you headed to? Northeast, huh? There's a lot of states in Northeast. You got New Hampshire. It's expensive, but I heard it's gorgeous. You got Vermont, also gorgeous. New Hampshire needs a fresh start and to be near my godson and childhood friend. Wow, the first one I mentioned is where you're headed, New Hampshire. Excellent. My wife has a friend in New Hampshire. She says it's very expensive up there, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, but I heard it's pretty pricey. And I heard it snows like a mother out there, too. Ooh, yeah. But they got basements. All right, I'll take it. Yeah, I've always wanted to check out New Hampshire. I've been to Vermont. I thought Vermont was gorgeous. I had family back in the 90s that lived over in Burlington. And then we would fly into Stowe. And they lived in Burlington, Vermont. So I think that's maybe the birthplace of Burlington Coat Factory. I don't know. Just guessing. And there's a Burlington in Wisconsin, too, so who knows? I don't know. Yeah, fresh start is always good. That's what we did, too. You know, we left California, came to Tennessee, never looked back. Our intentions was not to move to the South. Originally, we wanted to move to Idaho. Idaho was, you know, an hour and a half plane flight to visit family. Had beautiful mountains and scenery, all 4 seasons. But the problem was there was no jobs for my wife. So she works in the ABA field, and unfortunately there's just no work in Idaho in that field in ABA. Like I mentioned before in the past, I did ABA for about a year. And then COVID hit, and then I was pretty much doing YouTube full-time for a bit. Now I work from home, doing sales, and then also YouTube now, so I pretty much work from home now. But yeah, Tennessee was not our initial choice. Idaho was. You know, but things happen. You know, Tennessee was not even in our radar until we were talking to somebody. I was talking to someone in Illinois that was trying to get us to move out near Chicago. And she was trying to sell it, you know, saying how great it was and how cheap the houses were. And then I found out how crazy their property taxes, just like Texas. Crazy property taxes for houses out there. Nuts. But at least there's no state tax. That's where Texas got them beat. There's no state tax. And then I was asking them about the property taxes and stuff like that. And they were like, oh, yeah, well, we're not going to stay here. We're eventually going to move out to Tennessee and probably retire there. And I'm like, Tennessee, huh? Okay. What's up with Tennessee? And then she started telling me about Tennessee. And I was like, wait a second. I got a military buddy that lives in Tennessee. Let me ask him. So I started talking to him about Tennessee. And I was like, it was like a fluke. It was like an accident how we ended up in Tennessee. Like, it wasn't even one of our choices. I knew nothing about Tennessee. Nothing at all. But once that happened, we started watching vlog videos and we started watching things online, you know, doing our research. We found out it has no state tax, just like Texas and Florida and a couple others. I know Washington doesn't have state tax. There's a few of them that don't. And I was like, okay, so that's more money on my paycheck. And then we started looking into the ABA field, you know, found out there's a lot of work for ABA in Tennessee. And I was like, who would have freaking figured? You know, it's like Idaho was kind of behind on times when it comes to ABA. They're behind. They're not quite up to date yet. So we took a trip out to Tennessee. I met up with my buddy that lives just south of Nashville at the time. But we flew into Knoxville. We spent a whole bunch of time in the eastern parts of Tennessee, the Smoky Mountains, and up. And then we traveled up over to Nashville and Smyrna. We drove we drove a lot from Middle Tennessee to Eastern Tennessee. We visited a lot of different places. And you know what? At the end of the day, it just felt like home. The people were kind here, not having that state tax. It was it. Like, this was it, you know. This was the best option for us. And we've been loving it here. We absolutely love it out here. We had our new drive. We got our our plates to our cars changed within the first 3 days of being here. and we went straight to the DMV and got that taken care of within the first week. We had to wait until the following week because we didn't have an appointment, and we didn't need one, but there was a couple forms I had to grab that I forgot to grab the first time we showed up at the DMV, so we had to come back that following Monday. But it was really easy. We walked in there, gave them our paperwork, did the eye exam with the little machine thing on the counter. Boom, had a temporary paper license, and you know, a week or two later we got the real one in the mail, and that's all she wrote. So yes, the woods are absolutely amazing in Tennessee. Oh my gosh, this whole state is woods. I mean, at least in the eastern part. There's a lot of woods everywhere in Tennessee. It's so green out here. That's what I love about it. Let's see here. Yes, Midwest is kind of hard right now. Midwest, huh? Yeah. What's hard with the Midwest right now? You said Midwest is kind of hard right now. There's a lot of great states out there. You know, it just matters on what you're looking for, you know. New Hampshire is gorgeous. It's expensive. Probably snows really hard. But it's beautiful. I mean, yes. So I can't even pronounce your name. What is it? Suzatan? Tennessee is dogman country. Yes, absolutely. That's what I have been hearing. And Bigfoot. Even though Bigfoot is most popular in Northern California, Bigfoot is really big out here in Tennessee. There's a lot of marketing for shops, souvenir shops. They even have Bigfoot events out here. I think over in, what was it, Gatlinburg or Sevierville? They had a Bigfoot convention, and they've had two of them this year. One was outside, and one was an indoors event, and it was all about Bigfoot. So Bigfoot's big out here too. And so is the Dogman, which is pretty spooky because I do a lot of stories on Dogman, so, you know, I'm a little scared. Daniel says, keep up the great stories. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. We are trying over here. We are trying. But yeah, absolutely. Dogman country for sure. Luckily, haven't came across anything. But, yeah, what's going on with you guys? Any particular thing you guys want to discuss? I'm only going to be available here for about 25, 30 more minutes, and then I'm going to have to go. But I wanted to make sure and get online to do a little live stream for you guys this Thursday, since I forgot last week and ended up doing it on Saturday. But if there's any topics you guys want to go over, if you have any questions for me about any stories, previous or future, any movie topics, food topics, I'm really an open book, so just go ahead and ask me in the comments. Dogman looking for Scooby snacks. Yeah. Speaking of which, did you see the crossover with Supernatural? My goodness. So great. I am a big Supernatural fan to begin with, but when they did like a crossover with Scooby-Doo, that was frickin' spectacular. I think it was so great. I really liked it. It was really cool how they got sucked into the television and they were cartoon characters. That was really neat. Not to get off topic, but we're really not on a topic right now, so I figured I would just throw that in there. I'm actually trying to decide on what Supernatural tattoo to get on me. my wife and I are going to get matching Heroes tattoos. If you guys ever watched the NBC show Heroes, came out in 2005, had 4 seasons. They did a reboot, which kind of sucked. I never even finished it. But the kanji symbol, Godsend, we're both going to get the kanji symbol tattooed on our wrists on the side. So that, and I want to get a supernatural tattoo, but I'm debating on just getting that fiery pentagram looking thing. I would rather not get the whole pentagram fiery thing on me. But I didn't know if I wanted to get the characters tattooed on me, you know, Sam and Dean or whatever, with maybe the symbol, the fiery symbol behind them. I don't know. Like, I can't make up my mind, but I definitely want to get a supernatural tattoo. I've already picked out a X-Files tattoo that I want to get on me. It's actually like a cartoon, it's kind of a cartoonish look, but more, mixed with realism. And it's kind of a collage of, like, Agent Mulder and Scully with their flashlights crossing each other, forming the X, of course, a subliminal Easter egg there. And then it has, like, an alien, and then it has, like, Fluke Monster's face. Like, it's a little mixture of, like, a few different things. It's like almost like a portrait. It's really cool. Yo, that race with Dean's car and the Mystery Machine. Yes. Luis. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was great. What are your thoughts on the Resident Evil Vendetta, the movie? Vendetta. Okay, so which one was that? Because I know they made 3 anime films as far as, like, the movies for Resident Evil. I've seen all 3 of them. One was based off the, like, I don't even know. I don't know. It was like World War II or something. There was one old school military one. There was one about the airport with the infection with that girl's brother that was the head of some, like, anti-umbrella people. I don't know. Like, there was some rebel little group. And then there was another one, and it was about the monster. They were cloning super monsters, and the president was blaming it on China. There's 3 of them. I don't know which one's which. I thought they were all pretty cool. I'm not really an anime person. I watched the new series on Netflix for Resident Evil. There was only like 4 or 6 episodes. I wish it was longer. I did enjoy them, even though they were short, but they were still pretty cool. I'm looking forward to the Welcome to Raccoon City movie that's going to be in theaters, and they're going to actually use real people. It's not going to be anime at all. It's going to be realistic people. You got Claire in there, you got Leon in there, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm hoping they do it right, and they really base it off the video games. That would be really cool. Albert Wesker. I don't remember which. I watched those so long ago, I don't remember. They were all okay. I'm not a big fan of CGI anime, so take it with a grain of salt. I watched them. I'd never buy them, but, you know, they were worth watching. So that's pretty much all I could give to you, because I don't even fully remember everything. But absolutely, I'm waiting for the movie, Welcome to Raccoon City. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't even remember when that's coming out. I think it's coming out towards the end of this year, maybe Halloween time, maybe Christmas time. That's typically, you know, when a lot of the big stuff comes out outside of summertime. I forgot. I think I did look it up on a live stream in the past, and it did give me a date, but I do not recall what that date was. But outside of that, I can't think of any other movie other than Jurassic Park that's coming out next year that I'm even looking forward to seeing. I mean, the only movies I wanted to see this year was A Quiet Place 2 and The Conjuring 3. Realistically, those are the only 2 movies that I even want to watch. And I got the unlimited pass for Regal. You know, I got the app on my phone. I have unlimited movies whenever I want 24/7. But I think this whole Paramount Plus, HBO Max thing is kind of screwing up the movie theaters, and it's starting to piss me off. Because people are getting too lazy, and they'd rather just watch things from home. Yes, Long term, it's a little cheaper doing it that way, but you don't have that experience. Seeing a movie in theaters and seeing a movie at home for the first time, there's a complete different experience you have for that first time seeing that movie. Absolutely different. It's always better in the theaters, 100%. You got the surround sound, you got a big old screen in front of you, you got your popcorn and your drink, and you're in a room of darkness with this frickin' humongous screen in front of you with surround sound. Like, to me, there is no experience watching a film than there is in a movie theater. You know, they have a drive-in movie theater out here too, but that's not even the same experience. You know, they got that little speaker box near your window, or I heard they actually like tune into a radio station now. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool if you're going on a date and you're gonna hook up a little bit, but if you're really interested in seeing a certain movie, you're gonna see it in theaters. That's just my opinion. Let's see here. Final Fantasy Children is my jam. Final Fantasy Advent Children is my jam. I remember playing Final Fantasy VII back in the day. It was really cool. I never got into that franchise, though. They've made so many of those games, and I never always had a PlayStation, so I never really got to understand the whole storyline behind Final Fantasy. Yes, Jurassic Park, the original one from 1993, was the best one by far. With Dr. Grant and everything. Like, that was the best one ever. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong, I like Jurassic World, but honestly, without the original people, it's really not the same. You know, I don't care about Blue too much. I really don't care about the Raptors that much. I want Rexy. You know, that's my baby. I like the T-Rex. You know, that's me. Velociraptors are cool, but, you know, I really can care less, you know, about those characters. Really, to me, the original was the best. You know, and I'm kind of waiting for them to maybe come out with a Jurassic Park open island world game. That would be really cool. First person, of course. And have the original characters from the movie in there. That would be sick. Love Panda says, popcorn with extra butter. Hell yeah. You gotta have lots of butter. Do you remember, I don't know if anybody remembers, back in the day they used to have those pixie sticks with the different flavors with the popcorn. They had the jalapeno, they had the cheddar, they had like 4 different flavors. And they came in like these pixie stick things. And you would just open it up and pour it and mix it in your bucket of frickin' popcorn. I would always get the jalapeno one. That was my thing. But they don't even do that anymore. But do you guys remember that back in theaters? Was that a 90s thing or like an early 2000s? I don't even remember. But those pixie things, you could pour... It was that powder that gave extra flavor to your popcorn. And do you guys remember that? I totally remember that. I just don't remember when. I think it was the 90s thing. But I wish they would bring that back. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Cheeto popcorn, okay? I do. I love Cheetos. It's one of my favorite chips of all time. Flamin' Hot, to be more precise. But, my goodness, jalapeno popcorn is to die for. It really is. But that's only if you're into spicy food. See, I freaking love spicy food. So, I always kind of go in that direction if I have that option. But yeah. Jurassic Park, I'm going to see the new one. I don't care. I've read on Facebook and different websites, they're bringing the original cast back for this movie. I'm really looking forward to that. You're going to have Alan Grant on there. You're going to have Ian Malcolm on there. It's going to be great. They're going to have some of the original people again. It's going to be great. I mean, hence they're going to be like super old and everything. They took them this long to do it, right? But I don't care. They're going to be in the film. Ian Malcolm's going to be there and Dr. Grant. Those were my 2 guys. I don't care about his wife, the blonde, whatever. She, like, divorced him and remarried some guy anyways. Had a baby with somebody else, you know, after part 1, so she could fly a kite, you know. But as long as Ian Malcolm and Dr. Grant, as long as they're in the film, I'm happy. Yes, my brother said it was going to make you radioactive. I didn't care. It was in the 90s. Okay. I was born in 1984, so I remember. Nice. Yep, that's what I figured. I figured it was a 90s thing. Because all the best stuff came out in the 90s. Some of the best music came out in the 90s. Now, I love my 80s music too, but the 90s had it going on for dance music. Some rock. I think when it comes to heavy metal and rock, I tend to like go towards the 80s for that. Outside of maybe Nirvana and Disturbed, Godsmack. Outside of those guys, I pretty much am an 80s person. But when it comes to like dance music and hip hop, I like a lot of hip hop music from the 80s too, but I primarily lean towards more of the 90s. Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony, MC Breed, Biggie Smalls, things of that nature. So, yeah. I miss those pixie stick things for the popcorn. That was really cool. Really enjoyed those a lot, actually. There was an AMC theater back when I used to live in California that was really old school. It was so bad, their sound system was really crappy. And they would have the walk aisle in the middle of the screen, in the middle of the room. So you could never get a center seat because the center of the screen was a freaking walkway. It was horrible. The layout was horrible. I'm like, really? You're supposed to have the walkway on the side, not in the middle. But this place offered little hot sauce in little plastic cups. Like salsa cups, little ones with the lids on them and stuff. They're round. They would have like Tapatio or Cholula in these salsa little containers, and they were for the popcorn if you wanted it. So I would get a big thing of popcorn. Me and the wife would get a large, and we would smother that sucker with butter, of course. And then we would put so much hot sauce in our popcorn. It was crazy. But we would put that hot sauce and mix it in the popcorn to where it looked like Cheetos. It was crazy. But it was good. It was real good. Lionel Richie. It's funny. Yeah, Lionel Richie. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, so... Yeah, I miss those days. I really like Regal. I miss Cinépolis. I know I'm not even saying that right. Cinépolis. It's pronounced different. It's actually originated in Mexico. The Regal's kind of copying what they're doing. Like, they're making their stuff very luxurious with leather reclining seats, waiters coming up to you, taking your food and drink order. But during the previews, you could order alcohol. They'll bring you food. You got a table right there, like you're like in school. And it's luxurious, But with Cinépolis, it's like $24 per person to see a movie. And that's just to watch the movie. Food is extra. Regal's doing the same thing, but they haven't really marked up their prices on their movies. So I'm really digging what Regal's doing. They kind of stole the idea from Cinépolis, but mixed it to where it's still cost effective and it's still affordable for people to go to the movies. So that's why I signed up for the unlimited pass for Regal. It's like $18.99 a month with tax. It's like $20. It's unlimited. You could pick your seats and book your time frames and everything on an app on your phone. It has a barcode. You walk up there, they scan it, you walk to your movie. Boom, you're done. It's so easy. Let's see here. My grandma had Tabasco in her purse for that purpose. Movie snacks were too expensive then. Yeah, I mean, they're still too expensive. Honestly, they really are. They want $7 for a drink. They want $8 for a popcorn. They only paid $1 for that thing at the dollar store. You know what I mean? It's food is outrageous. That's I'll buy their drink because I get free refills. Usually, I drink my first frickin' drink before the frickin' previews finish. I'm already leaving to go get a refill when the movie starts. Because I'm a drinker. Like, I love a big drink when I'm watching a movie. That's just me. My wife's the opposite. She wants food. She wants the hot dog. She wants the popcorn, even though their freaking hot dogs are crap. I mean, they're the quality. They're not quality hot dogs over there. Popcorn's cool, but I mean, I'd rather have a big drink and sip on the drink. I'm not really concerned about the food. We're kind of opposites. She's more of a foodie, and I'm more of a drinky when it comes to the movies. Yes, we still sneak stuff in. I don't sneak in drinks anymore because I like the free refills with the large. So I'll pay the $7, but I'm gonna get like 2 or 3 cups. I'm gonna get my money's worth. But food and snacks, we still sneak those in her purse. We'll actually go to the dollar store or the 99-cent store, and stock up on like candy bars and gummies. Like my thing is gummy bears, gummy worms. I love gummy bears. Like that is my number one thing. I freaking love gummy bears. I love gummy bears. Gummy worms too, but I love my gummy bears. Oh my goodness. So we'll stock up on that at the dollar store, shove it in her purse, and then we'll be freaking gorging in the movie the whole time. For like 1/3 of the cost. It's just ridiculous. But I mean, that's how they make their money. They actually make their money on the food. It's not even the films. I get it. It is what it is. You know, don't mind me. I'm just going to sneak in my own snacks. I've been doing it for years, and I'm still going to do it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Jurassic Park coming out next year. It was supposed to come out this year, but, you know. Yeah. Quiet Space 2 is really good. It was better than the first one. And Conjuring 3 was good, but I was expecting it to be better. That's really it. I mean, let me look that up real quick, just because I want to know when this Resident Evil movie is coming out, because I believe it's coming out this year. Welcome to my butt. Raccoon City movie date. Oh, okay. September 3rd. Guys, I thought this was going to be coming out around Christmas time or Halloween. It's coming out in September. That's basically a month and a few days from now. Because, I mean, think about it. I mean, the first is coming up in literally like two or 3 days. So, yeah, so we're looking at a month and a week. September 3rd, 2021. Welcome to Raccoon City hits theaters. Hell yeah. They better not move it either. They better not change the date. September 3rd, people. Remember the date. September 3rd. I will be seeing this movie. Hopefully opening night, which I consider Friday, not Thursday, because I know usually a lot of times opening night is Thursdays, but I don't do that on work nights. So hopefully we could get some good seats on Friday. If not, I'll grab some seats on the app for us on Saturday night. So yeah, September 3rd. I'm really looking forward to that. Very much so. That's great news. Wow. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Robbie Amel's in it. He's related to Stephen Amell, who played Arrow on the TV show from CW. He was actually on that show and Legends of the Tomorrow. And I have no freaking clue about the rest of the people so far, but I'm not really going to look into it. Don't really care. Okay, let's see. Let's catch up on your comments. Hey, Robert, what's going on? How you doing? They check your purse? Oh my goodness. They don't check purses here. Maybe that's a Texas thing. Yeah, they don't check purses here where we are. At least they haven't, you know, knock on wood. Oh wait, that was the rubber. There you go. Yeah. They haven't. Yeah, I know there was a Regal back in San Marcos, and one of the theaters we used to go to in California in San Marcos. They would always check the bags, and I'm like, come on, this sucks. We gotta find another place to go. You know, yeah. If you stash them in your bra, you're safe. They can't check there. You're right. as long as nothing slips out. Wherever you got to do it. I remember one time I snuck in a 2-liter in my pocket. I was wearing this really big jacket. This was years ago. Oh my gosh. I actually snuck in a 2-liter in my pocket because I was actually more fat back then. So they couldn't even tell that I was carrying something because I was a bigger boy then. And I freaking snuck in a 2-liter. I could not believe I got away with that. But I was wearing some super baggy jeans and I shoved it in there. Actually, it wasn't a 2-liter. It was one of those 1-liters. It was like those skinnier versions of the 2-liters. But yeah, I snuck that. I walked right in with that sucker in my pocket. I had this huge jacket on. Didn't even question it. It was great. Yeah, Resident Evil. Let's go. Absolutely. And I think they're going to do it right this time. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out. See what else. Antlers. We don't know when that movie's coming out. That was about a Wendigo. That was supposed to come out in April of last year. Still hasn't came out. I have no clue what's happening with Antlers. I could look it up. I doubt it's going to say anything. Oh! I stand corrected. October 29th, Antlers is coming out in theaters. So right before Halloween. That's cool. Okay. All right. Finally. It better be good for making us wait an extra year. Trying to look at these actors here. Jesse Plemons. He looks familiar. Isn't he the Irish guy from Gangs in New York? No, he's not. Friday Night Lights. Ah, yeah. He's a... Yeah, I know him. He's like one of those faces. You're like, what movie have I seen you in? You know? He's in it. Yeah, I can't think of the movies he's been in. Oh, well. Okay, he was, he was in, Game Night, Jungle... Oh, he's in Jungle Cruise, which is that movie that's coming out with The Rock, which I have no interest in seeing. He was in, Judas and the Black Messiah, Like Mike, Battleship, The Irishman, Varsity Blues. Let's see. Paul, American Made, Hostiles, The Master, Vice, The Post, The Program, Bridge and Spies, Flyboys. He's in a lot of films. All the Pretty Horses, Black Mirror, The Horseman. Okay. Whatever. He's on a lot of movies. I know his face from somewhere. Carrie Russell, whoever she is. And then the little kid, Jeremy Thomas. Scott Hayes. Rory Cochrane. He's famous. Cochran? I just want to say cock. Graham Greene, he looks familiar. Amy Madigan, whatever. There's a lot of people I do not recognize in this film. I think that Irishman is the only one I really recognize. So we'll see. There's a lot of new actors in this film, but it's hitting theaters, so it's got to be halfway good, right? Let's see here. Hi, your friend snuck in a 2-liter pretending it's a baby? That's funny. Deborah O'Connor, how you doing? I very much enjoy your content, sir. Father's love and blessings to you and your family. All right, thank you, Deborah, Father. Thank you very much. Must be using your wife's account there, Deborah. Just curious, unless maybe that's your real name. Who knows? But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Dark Forest. You could always go to my main channel page and click that join button and become family. Or you could sign up on my Patreon to do a monthly donation towards the channel. You can also check out the online store for my merchandise. Love Panda could vouch for it. Got some goodies in there. Absolutely. So yeah, guys, absolutely. October 29th is when Antlers comes out in theaters. And then we got Resident Evil coming out shortly after that. So, very excited about that. Absolutely. So yeah, I got 2 movies I'm looking forward to this year so far. Next year, Jurassic Park. I think that's the only movie I know that's coming out next year, actually, not now that I think about it. All right, Deborah. All right, sounds good. I was just trying to make sense of your comment earlier. You said, enjoy your content, sir. Father's love and blessings to you and your family. Father's love. When you type that, I sense that you were a man saying father's love to me. I'm not a father yet, but I'll take it. You know, maybe soon. Who knows? Accidents do happen. But not yet at this moment. But I just think I just misread or just misunderstood what you wrote there. And I'm sorry about your father passing. That's never an easy situation. But yeah, guys, I am going to be wrapping up this live stream here. I just wanted to poke in and say hello to you guys. See how you guys are doing. Look forward to more spooky content. We got another video coming out tomorrow night, which I actually collaborated with another narrator. He's a small channel, but I thought he was pretty cool, and I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, do you want to get together?" And he's like, "All right." Fear Street, you know, the same name as the book series and the Netflix show. Smaller channel, I liked his stuff. I thought he seemed like a cool guy. He would always comment on my videos a lot. Had no idea he was starting his own thing. So he's fairly new at narrating, so I was like, hey, you know, you want to collaborate? So I had him email me a couple of stories, and I put them together with one of my longer stories and made a video. So there's going to be 3 stories coming out tomorrow. 1 long one for me and 2 shorties by him. So looking forward to that tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday with Thursday live streams, if I could remember. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Definitely look forward to tomorrow night's story. I think it was a really good one that I recorded. So, yeah. Thanks again, Zach. Take it easy on these streets. Absolutely, I will. Oh, gotcha, Deborah. Okay, gotcha. Now we're making more sense. Excellent, Deborah. Thanks a lot. No, I appreciate it. Yes, and definitely become a channel member. We got 14 channel members right now. We can make it 15 tonight with your help. We just hit 15,000 subscribers, so we're getting up there in the numbers. Let's rock and roll. Wow! Anyways, enjoy the rest of your night, guys, and we will talk next week. And like I said, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and